smells like buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies. Okay, I look at this. Look at that. It's just like the breath of a baby. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a favorites video. I want to talk about some things that I've been really liking and some things that I've been disliking. There's going to be kind of some beauty products, some lifestyle-y stuff, maybe some YouTube channels, movies, etc. So I'm going to get into everything and we're just going to chat about it. So if you guys are excited for this video and hearing about the things I do and do not like, which I feel like I'm very open about in my everyday videos, but you know, then give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's just get into it. So you guys know I've been working with HelloFresh for the last year, and if you don't know who they are a meal delivery service. They deliver directly to your door, and things come in an insulated box, and in that insulated box with like ice on the bottom, you've got your bags, and in each individual bag is all of the ingredients for each meal. They've been pre-measured out for you, so you don't have to do any measuring yourself. I'd say each meal takes about 30-ish minutes to make, so it doesn't take forever in the kitchen. They have family plans, calorie smart, vegetarian. They also have a Hall of Fame. They have craft burgers. It's also flexible, so you can like add meals to your weekly order if you want more, or you can change your delivery date, food preferences, or even if you need to, you can skip a week. This week's meal was super yummy. We did modify it a little bit because we are eating low carb, so we did just sub out the rice with cauliflower rice. You get a recipe card and it's got 6 really easy steps on the back, so it just outlines everything for you. It's been so nice to just have those meals that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to think about what you're gonna have because you got to choose that before, and you know that what you're gonna have is super delicious, super fresh, easy. There's been no complaints about it. We love the service so much. We've been using it for over a year and we'll continue using it because it's just so nice to have those really well thought out meals that I don't have to think out. HelloFresh is now from $5.66 per serving. Good?
That's good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Ginger's a real kicker.
Taking you to Flavor Town? Mm-hmm. It's a kicker right there. You guys can get $90 off with 9 free meals on your first month of signing up for HelloFresh. They've made it even better. Just go to HelloFresh.com and enter the code RAWBEAUTY9 at checkout. Thank you so much again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now we're gonna get into my favorites and my least favorites. And there are a couple of each. It is actually the next day because I got interrupted in the middle of filming and had to handle something, and now here we are again. Makeup is a bit different, hair is a bit different. Let's just roll with it. First thing that I have been loving again is this. This is a Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because if you guys have been watching any of my recent videos, you may have heard me say that my skin has just been really dry. Like, it's actually really smooth, and I feel like blemish-wise, it's doing pretty good right now, but it's been very, very, very dry. And under my favorite foundation, which is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation, it's still been looking dry. So I tried the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, the First Aid Beauty Cream, and I did each of those for a few days. I tried a couple different primers underneath, and then I whipped this bad boy back out. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. That's what I'm wearing today, so I can show you guys what it looks like, but it makes the foundation look luminous. Now, if you have really dry skin, like dry skin, you may love this as a first step to your makeup. Makeup applies really, really nicely over it, but there's something unique about this one that is like nothing I've ever felt before. It has taken my dry skin with that foundation, because I don't know what's happening. It's probably because it's winter. It's just really, really dry in the air outside, and then in that case, it like really sucks the moisture out of my skin, but this really adds it back in. More than that, it doesn't really sink into my skin more than it does almost sit on top, which could sound like a bad thing, but while it does feel like it moisturizes my skin, it leaves that barrier of like shininess to where it can seep through the foundation. So love this so much. It is expensive though, but if you could get a sample of it to test it out to see if you like it first, definitely try, because it's really nice for us who have dry skin. I've talked about this 500 million times. This is the Lunar Beauty Dreamy lip gloss. Man, oh man, it's what I'm wearing right now. It takes my #1 spot. I also love the Patrick Ta She's an Influencer gloss. I believe that's the name of that one. It's like clear and really sparkly. It's got like a slight peachy tint to it, but it comes off clear on the lips. Both these are my favorite, mostly because they have no stickiness whatsoever. They are just like a lip oil. They feel so unbelievably comfortable on the lips. No stickiness. They don't give you those lines on your lips. They don't give you that white ring around the inside. There's something magical about this gloss. The smell is lovely. The color is perfect on this one. I love it with my whole heart because it is this like peachy color. If you don't want like a peachy colored gloss, it's not pigmented in any way in that way. Like it's the perfect topper for anything, and it's honestly so good. I cannot recommend it enough. It's one of my favorite glosses I've ever used. I wear it every single day. I just used the very last of this today. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is a really great setting spray. Now, I don't know that this really makes my makeup last longer, but it really helps take down the cake of my foundation, because sometimes, and again, I've been saying it lately, my skin's just been looking so dry. You guys have probably already seen the mister on this, but in case you haven't, it's an aerosol. It has the most fine mist. It's so beautiful. It never can give you those little spots on your face. Another brand that has one of the best setting spray misters is Coverfx. Look at this. Look at that. It's just like the breath of a baby. I love Coverfx setting sprays. They're so wonderful. The dewy finish and the illuminating setting spray are magnifico. This product, I don't really want to talk about it, but I will talk about it, but I don't want to. And I want to apologize in advance. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost Palette. Okay, I know I shit talked this in a first impressions video. I mostly shit talked it due to the packaging, which I would still admit I really dislike. I don't like that it's this clear, like milky looking plastic. I think they should have made it just different. I just don't like the packaging, and I've heard from many people they dislike it as well. However, the product inside, I use it so often. I posted a picture with my niece Avery on my Instagram, and I'm gonna post it here so you guys can see it. And I got so many comments, people being like, I don't know if it's just happiness or highlighter. What is that glow? That's this. It is these top shades right here. I love them so much. So Hourglass has these very specific types of powder. Okay, so here, these are the ambient lighting powders, and then this I believe is the highlighter in the palette, which this one, they almost look similar. They have the most micro fine shimmer to them that I've ever seen. I've never seen powders or highlighters quite like these before. I just love them so much. Now, there's a couple downsides. First of all, this is $80. Stupid expensive. I love the palette and I get so much use out of it. I've used it like 15 times since I tried it that first time, and I really enjoy it so much because I love Hourglass products like an unhealthy amount. However, it's $80, which is crazy expensive, like literally stupid. There's no reason this should be $80, but this is one palette. They didn't release like one that would work for deeper skin tones. So this is very like, there's a limited number of people that can use this, which I think is like, what? You're gonna release a face palette, but it's gonna be just one skin tone that it can work for. It's gonna be just the light skin tones. So I don't really appreciate that. These are so beautiful that you need to offer them to everybody. So just to have one is like, come on. Like, we're way past that. It's almost 2020. Let's get with the times. If you are somebody with a similar skin tone to mine, maybe you could go a little deeper or lighter. This is lovely. The powders are so stunning. They have this really lit within glow. They're not that super shockingly bright highlighter look. Some people don't like that. If you don't, you may love this. Now, if you want a budget version of this, you can go with the Physicians Formula Shimmer Brick is what it's called, in the shade Natural Nude. I believe there is a deeper one as well, which is nice. That has a very similar consistency to these. Now, not exactly the same. That one has that lit from within glow as well. It's so beautiful. You also don't just have the highlightery ones up here. You also have the two blushes and then the bronzer. All of these work on my skin tone. They are lovely. I love them so much. So this is a favorite, but also at the same time, Hourglass. Another favorite this month is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. That's what I have in my brows today, and I've been using this almost every time I've been doing my brows. It's inexpensive. I love how fine the tip of this gets. It's just really nice. It's one of my favorite brow pencils. I also love the CoverGirl one. They're very similar, if not seemingly almost exactly the same product. They're not overly pigmented. They're not under pigmented. The colors are really spot on. I just love them. If you're looking for a good brow product that has that really fine tip, bitch, this is it. I've been using this every time I do my brows as well. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel, and I have the shade medium brown. I got a shade too dark for me, and I do have one critique with this. I do love it. I think it's a great product, but the brush is just too big. I don't use Benefit anymore on my channel because they're not cruelty free, but I love the Benefit Gimme Brow so much. And if you can see the difference in size, this is Gimme Brow right here, and this is the ABH one right here. It's just big. This one is way nicer. You can get way more precise, nice strokes in your brow hairs. But this one is a really nice product, and I've been using it every day that I do my brows, and I just like it very much. I feel like it holds in place, really does separate out the hairs. I got a color, I think 1 too dark. I'm gonna use it all the way up though, because that's wasteful if I don't, and I really, really enjoy it so far. I know I've talked about Sol de Janeiro products many times, and this is again a favorite because I had run out of this. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel, and it is lovely. I can't even explain it. If you like the scent of the Brazilian Bum Bum cream, you will like this. It has even more of a butteriness to it, but not in like a buttered popcorn type of way. Like their blue, like coconutty one, I don't like the smell of that one at all. It legit smells like buttered popcorn. I know they reformulated it, but I think the reformulated one smells like buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies. Okay, but this is such a nice product. It lathers beautifully. The smell when you're in the shower is so amazing. It smells like, I wouldn't even call it tropical. To me, it reminds me of tropical because it reminds me of when I went to Hawaii, because this is like, I slathered myself in the Brazilian Bum Bum cream when I went to Hawaii. But this isn't like super tropical, but it does have, like the scent I think is like caramel and pistachio or something. I don't know that I smell either of those. It just smells so freaking good. And I really, really love it. I have the giant bottle of it in my shower and I use it every day so far, and it's been great. I've gone through a few bottles of these. This is the mini size. It comes in one that's probably like this big and way more wide. So it's not this tiny always, but this is like your travel size guy. And I love it so much. This is a product that I have been trying. I bought this myself. This was not sent to me. This is the Bite toothpaste tabs. Now, Lush has a version of these that are called like the toothy tabs. Basically what they are is, this is all natural, sulfate-free, cruelty-free toothpaste. So, but they come in this consistency right here. So instead of being in a tube, they are these little pellets, and you put one in your mouth, you bite down on it, and then you brush your teeth. And they're kind of like I don't even know the consistency of like those little packs of Smarties, you know what I'm talking about? The ones that you get on Halloween that everybody hates, and that's the last candy you eat when you're just desperate that you want some sugar. That's the texture. They're just kind of chalky a little bit, but they do lather, and they get a pretty decent lather. Now these, I feel, I do have some critique for them. I like them. I do overall like them. Now, they don't have fluoride in them, I think, so if that is a concern for you for cavities, etc., then you may not want to get these. I don't use them every single day, but I do use them often, and I do travel with them because I don't want to travel with either a mini toothpaste or a big tube of toothpaste. I like the idea that I could just have these. There's nothing liquid, so TSA is not going to take them from me, and I had no issue with these at all. They do freshen my breath really, really well. Very neutral, not overly minty, which I think they are going to create, or maybe have already created these that are more minty. But the reason that I like them so much is that I love what they stand for. So the point of these and the reason for them is that the sheer amount of toothpaste tubes that end up in landfills yearly is like staggering. And it's one way we can reduce that. So you buy your initial one that comes in the little glass jar, and this is all, I believe, recyclable. And then if you buy refills, they're sent to you in little plastic packages, but those plastic packages are made from like a vegetable cellulose. Maybe I'm incorrect in that, but it is made from biodegradable vegetable plastic, so it will biodegrade. And so overall, you're just really reducing the negative impact on the environment by going with something like this. So if that's something that you're interested in, I like them. Now, the reason I don't go with the Lush Toothy Tabs is because weirdly, Lush sells them in a plastic bottle. And it totally defeats the purpose of why I wanted these in the first place. I wanted to try the Lush ones. Lush is one of my favorite companies of all time. I love their ethics. I love the way their products are made and how transparent they are with the ingredients that are in them and just everything. I don't love that they sell them in like a regular plastic bottle. So anyway, it's estimated that 400 million toothpaste tubes are discarded every year just in the United States. On a global level, that number raises up to 1.5 billion discarded toothpaste tubes. We can reduce that with toothpaste, which is something we all use multiple times a day. I say go for it. I like these quite a bit. They get sold in a bottle of 62 bits. They are not as cheap as toothpaste, so there are downsides to it, but to me, if you're in the situation where you can buy them, I really like them. And don't feel guilty if you can't do it. Obviously, we're all in different financial situations and different walks of life, so it's not something you need to feel guilty about if you can't do it or don't want to. That's fine. But if you are interested, I really like them and I've had no issues. I do wish they were mintier though. Other than that, I also am really into the Ordinary Rosehip Oil. Now, I should have brought it in here. I don't have it in my hand. It is what I do every night before bed. I've been kind of messing around with my skincare lately. I've been exfoliating really good, and I've just been putting on the ordinary rosehip oil. And it's something that I use for a really long time, and then I stopped using for a while for some reason or another. I don't know why. But using the rosehip oil, it does not break me out at all. And it makes my skin feel like butter, like so incredibly soft. It's amazing. If you have been looking for a good facial oil, I love it so much. From what I understand, it can reduce like acne scarring and scarring in general and help with just overall evening your skin out. So I've been loving it. It does nothing negative for me. I don't even hate the smell. Some people are like, what does it smell like? To me, it just smells like earthy or oil. It's not like overkill. It's not like anything. It's just like very, very neutral to me. Love it so much. I have had no issues with it, and it's been great. I've been putting it on every night before bed, wake up and my skin feels so smooth. So I've been trying to add that moisture back in, and it's been nice. All right, we're gonna get into some lifestyle things. Let me talk about these sweaters. I bought 5 of these sweaters. These are from American Eagle, and I'm not sure if they still have them in stock. I got them maybe like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months. I bought 5 of them because they are so comfortable. They are crew neck sweaters. This color, love it so much. I also got one that's kind of in like this avocado-y pea green color. Love that one. It's probably my favorite color of them all. I got a maroon, I got a white one with some stripes, and a gray one with some stripes. I wish I would have gotten every single color because I love them. They are so comfortable. They don't shrink a ton in the wash, but they're wonderful. There's nothing negative I can say about them. I think they're so cute and spunky, and they're really easy to toss on and just like feel cute, and I love them. And I've had so many questions every time I wear one on my Instagram or anywhere. People are like, where did you get that? American Eagle. Same with my jeans. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's something very special about American Eagle jeans. They are the best jeans out there, in my opinion. I've bought them from Torrid. I've gotten them from Target. Oh, I've tried every jean from everywhere. Nothing compares to American Eagle for me. They have so many different types. They have so much different stretch to them. They have really high-waisted, more low-waisted, medium rise. They have mom jeans. They have boot cut. They have skinny jeans, jeggings, they have everything. If you struggle to find jeans in your size, or you feel like the fit is weird on ones you try, I'm an apple body shape. I do not have a big booty at all. My legs are bird legs, and my upper body is a little bit Hank Hill. These jeans work for me, and I love them so much. They are so comfortable. They have a ton of different sizes. They're inclusive. I just feel like they're amazing, and their washes are really nice. They're not like ugly jeans, because sometimes you'll find ones that fit, but they're just like, ugh, like the style isn't cute. This is not that. They are great jeans. I love American Eagle so much. Okay, moving on. Same with the jewelry. I've been getting like my earrings and stuff there too, and it's kind of like my store, man. I just kind of like everything that they have. I got like a pack of earrings from there, and they're so cute, and I just love them. And I've been wearing jewelry again lately, and I've been really liking it. This is from Forever 21. So expensive jewelry is something I cannot care about. I literally can't care. Some people need to have like really high-end jewelry. Miss me with that shit. I just do not care about jewelry at all. So people, sometimes they see my ring and they're like, oh really? You don't care about jewelry? It's like recycled sterling silver and synthetic diamond, because I don't like diamonds. Anyway, this got sent to me from, I believe the Instagram account is Simplybridall or Simplybridall. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'll have everything in the description, but she makes these beautiful rings. She sent one to me. It's not my original engagement ring. That broke, like the stone fell out of it a few years ago. And instead of me getting it repaired, I pulled a Christie and didn't. So the other day I was sitting down, and Zach and I were like, let's go to the grocery store. So we went there, and he saw these Modelo Chiladas is what they're called. And there's a picante one, and he tried it, and I was like, oh my God, that is absolutely delicious. And oh my God, micheladas are so good. I tried my first one the other day, and then I tried 6 more, and then I got sloppy drunk, and I was walking around my house barely able to say words, and it was the best, and it was so much fun. And it wasn't because I was doing weird stuff. I was talking to my friends, could barely form sentences. I never drink because I get very sick the next day, and boy did I ever. But it is the most delicious drink ever. They are so good. If you don't know what they are, essentially in the most basic, easiest form that I can say, it's like a Bloody Mary, but instead of vodka, it's beer. And they're spicier because you put tahini on the rim, and you put hot sauce and a little bit of like Worcestershire sauce, and I put a little bit of salt, and it is so good. It's like a red beer, but it's spicier and absolutely delicious. Oh my God in heaven. Love it so much. That's gonna be the drink that I will always order forever. It's almost like the first time you try a Moscow Mule. If you haven't had one, oh, they're just so good. They're so good and you go, why have I ever had anything else? Michelada. So good. So we purchased the Sony a7 III camera a few months ago, maybe 3-4 months ago. I'm not sure now. You guys probably saw my videos. I did a video where I talked to you guys about it. It was like a kind of get ready with me, and I filmed on it, and the video was way too dark. I don't know the settings on it. It's totally different than a Canon. I've been filming on a Canon 80D, which is what you guys are on right now. I've been filming on this for like maybe 4 years now, and 4 years. And I love this camera, although it does make me orange, you stupid son of a bitch. And I think it's a great camera, but it's not the clearest. It's not the best. I'm going to continue using it because the bloopers are funny and because the camera still works, so I might as well. But the Sony a7 III, now this camera is stupid expensive, but I never reinvest back into YouTube because I am so cheap in my heart. You guys, I always talk about how much of a cheap ass bitch I am and like I joke about it, but you have no idea the anxiety and stress it brings me spending any money ever at all. I really hate spending money. I think it's like I'm a saver in my heart, and it makes me sick because even though like this is my business, I'm reinvesting back into it, it just makes me sick because when I have something that works, why would I get something else? But it has been one of the best purchases that we have ever made. It is a wonderful camera. So for the lenses that we got the 70 to 200 millimeter f2.8, the 50 millimeter f1.8, and the 16 to 35 millimeter f2.8. Holy shit, lenses are expensive. Why? Everything is so expensive. However, the footage and photos we've been able to get with this camera are unmatched. It's my first ever full frame camera. I've only ever had crop sensors before this because expensive. Wow, what a difference. Just the cinematic quality that it makes such a difference. If you have the funds or if you're ever looking into saving up for something wonderful in the future, love working with Sony. Now I do have a complaint about it, is that Sony, love you so much, the menu system in this camera is horrific. Instead of a Canon where you've got, I think like 5 little menu sections that you can go through and there's a few in each, Sony has like 7 and there's like 15 in each. It's overwhelming and there's just so much that if you are not like a professional, it's very confusing. I am not a professional. I wouldn't say I'm a beginner because I've been doing this for years. I know a lot more about cameras now. I know what settings kind of mean now and what they do to the camera. I've been researching a lot and I've been learning a lot more about videography, but there is something hard about this camera. Sony is completely different interface than Canon, and it took a lot of getting used to. However, it's a beautiful camera. It's sickeningly expensive, but I love it with my whole heart, and it's been able to get like the footage of the mole that I was able to get. If you guys haven't seen, I don't think, maybe if you guys don't follow me on my other channel, which we have a second channel, it's called The Sweet Life of Zach and Christy, where we show you like homesteading stuff. We cook meals on there. If we ever see anything cool, we don't upload to it all the time, which will be changing soon. I know that people say that kind of shit all the time, but just you don't know yet. I went outside one day and I just so happened to have my camera with me. I was taking pictures of the outside of my house and I just so happened to see something moving in my grass, and I was like, what the hell is that? And there was a mole, like a whole ass, lives under the ground, big-footed mole walking around outside of my house in the grass for hours. He was walking around, rooting around, sniffing, and it was so weird because you never see these guys above ground. Like, I'm 31. I've never seen one above ground before. This was the first time, and this guy was just chilling in my front yard. So I had the camera on me, and the footage I was able to get was so beautiful. I'm gonna put a little portion of it in. You guys can watch the full video up here if you guys want to see that and like watch us like harvesting seeds and stuff. Like, it's what we do in the rest of our life. Love the footage so much. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet. And I can't believe I was able to capture that. And because of this camera, it made the footage look like David Attenborough fucking narrating some kind of like planet Earth situation. Love it so much. The camera's beautiful. Anyway, so I love the camera so much. It's been the best, and I'm gonna move on. All of my time lately, all of it, if it's not working, cleaning, cooking, doing all the normal life things, I'm on Pinterest. I took a few years off of Pinterest where I just never really went on there. Oh man, I spend all my time on Pinterest now, just pinning all the live long day. Yeah, loving it so much. I won't get into that like a ton, but it is my favorite and I cannot get enough Pinterest. On the tone of doing things on the internet, I've been watching a few new channels, no new makeup channels or anything, but I love homesteading channels. Homesteading channels are like my absolute shit. They're my favorite thing. And my favorite channel right now is from the Wild and Wonderful Off Grid. They are a couple and they have, I think, 3 children, and they live on an off-grid homestead. They're building an A-frame cabin currently right now, which you guys know is like my dream. But they are building it together, just the 2 of them. They've built almost the whole thing. It's like almost finished, which is so crazy cool. And you can watch like over the last year and a half them building this together. If you are very sensitive to true like farming and homesteading, you may not like this channel in the way that they do like cull their own chickens, they grow livestock to eat and stuff like that. It can be different for some people, and I don't really watch those videos because I don't like that, but I love them as a couple. I think they're such goofballs and I love what they're doing. And I think the way that they are living is so admirable. And I love just the life that they live and how appreciative they are for, you know, they are such hard workers. And I don't know, I just really love their channel. If you've never watched it before, I mean, they have tons of viewers. They are doing so well for themselves. It's crazy because I found them like probably a year ago and now they've just blown up so much and people are loving it, myself included. I think it's a great channel if you're interested in homesteading stuff. It's lovely. And it's really, really cool to watch them build their own house. And they really show the process and they've made me more confident in being able to build mine one day. Or maybe not even my house that I'm gonna live in, but being able to work on my own house and being able to build cabins and things like that in the future. Yeah, if you are into like off-gridding or if you're really into like homesteading, definitely check them out. They're just so sweet and precious, and I just find them truly inspiring. So anyway, moving on. Some shows that I've been loving and watching all the time. I've talked to you guys about a few of them, but I think that they're worth watching. Grand Designs is one, which I love so much. Amazing Interiors and The World's Most Extraordinary Homes. You can tell what I'm into right now with their really interesting shows. I believe they're all like UK based shows and I just love them. I love the way that they format their shows and these are really, really awesome. The Grand Designs, it follows a guy through talking to homeowners through the whole like design and building process of their home from start to finish. Doesn't matter if it takes 10 years, they follow along for 10 years. Like this show must have been in the works for like, I don't even know how long, because literally one of the guys is like, okay, he hasn't even started building yet. And then they're like, it's been 10 years. And you're like, 10 years? Holy shit. But you really get to see the whole design process and they talk you through the whole thing. So if that fascinates you or interests you at all, you may really like that show. That's Grand Designs and there's a lot of episodes on that one. Amazing Interiors is not that long. There's not a ton of stuff on there, but that one, it's all about the home looks ordinary on the outside, but wait till you step inside. And then you go in and it's like, oh my God, it looks like a castle or somebody's house with like a car's on the inside. It's like, it's all about like really unique interiors of homes. So if that fascinates you, you may like that. And then The World's Most Extraordinary Homes is literally 2 hosts. One of them is an architect. The other is, I think, like an actress or a show host or something. And they go around and they fly all around the world to the most extraordinary homes that have been built with really unique architecture or really cool designs, or like these people are billionaires. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. These people are like rich, but you get to see their really, really cool homes and like what people live in. And it's just a glimpse into a different world that you don't have. And I just really like the layout of the show and I think it's really great. So those are 3 shows I'm really liking on Netflix at the moment. And then we are going to talk about some things that I have not been liking. So let's get into the things I don't like. The first thing that I really, really dislike is already moldy. So that's not good. Look at that. This is from Lush. I'm guessing it's past its expiration date. Oh, no. Wait, used by 10th of September 20. Oh, that's not mold. I don't think that's mold. I think it's actually this body wash called Boo. It was like one of their holiday collections from Lush for the Halloween season. I think that's what that is in there. I really don't think that's mold because this is not expired. Either way, I won't be using this. I really dislike this. This is called Ultrabland and it's from Lush. And Ultrabland says that it is a facial cleanser, a rich, soft cleansing cream that cares gently for all skin types. Now, I like that because it says here, smooth a generous amount all over your face and then wipe off using a damp face cloth or cotton pad. Good to know. Beeswax creates a waterproof barrier on the skin, locking in moisture. Now, there's beeswax in this. Wow, it would not come off. When they talk about beeswax creates a barrier, yep, it literally was like I coated my face in beeswax and it would not come off. It's not cleansing feeling in the slightest. When I use a cleanser, I need it to really get in there and I need it to feel like it rinses off. Now, it can leave my skin feeling moisturized, but this did not leave my skin feeling moisturized in the slightest. It left my skin feeling like cakey and gunky and waxy. It was really unpleasant. I did not enjoy it at all. I only used it the one time. It took so much to get it off my skin. Like I had to triple cleanse to get the cleanser off my skin. I do not like Ultrabland at all. Let me know if you guys do, but for me, it's like a no-go. I really, really disliked it very muchly. Another thing I really dislike is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. Now you guys may have seen me try this. I tried it in a first impression or some kind of video and I didn't like it. The thing is that I've been reading about hyaluronic acid and many of you mentioned it in my Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer video that I did it recently as well, that hyaluronic acid seems to dry my skin out. And now people were saying that there needs to be moisture on underneath the hyaluronic acid for it to suck into your skin, because that's what hyaluronic acid does, is it draws moisture in or it draws moisture out. I feel that it draws moisture out of my skin. My skin gets so unbelievably crepey and dry looking with this. It just looks more textured and more, I don't know, I can literally see it sucking the moisture out of my skin. So I don't know if hyaluronic acid is for me, or maybe I'm using it wrong. Maybe I need to spray my face first with like some sort of like a mister or water and then go in with this. But I don't know. I don't like the way it looked. Now, so many people are like, you applied so much. True. Also hurtful. I've tried it again. I didn't like it again the second time with using less of it. To me, it's just not quite enough coverage. I'd rather just go in with a foundation and use less of it and then not have to deal with this. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna keep trying it in different ways. I see other people that just love it. I'm not a fan, so I'm gonna have to pass on that one. And the final product that I do not like at all is these wraps from Mission. Now, if you eat keto or you eat low carb, Mission carb balance wraps are incredible. I test my ketone levels and I do stay in ketosis even when I eat them. Some people are anti-eating them. They're like, those aren't keto. Okay, well, if they keep you in ketosis, then I think that that's fine. Either way, those are great. Like the regular Mission carb balance wraps are amazing. Now they have these new spinach ones that are half the amount of carbs as the other ones. So the other ones are 6 grams net carb and the spinach ones are 3. And I was like, yes, that sounds amazing. You can mask it with the flavor of whatever you put in it. I don't know what on God's green earth, who tested these and thought that they tasted good enough to put on the shelves, but they to me are like, I can't even explain how not good they taste. I made like a keto pizza out of it. Inedible swill. It was so, I did finish it because I didn't want to waste it, but I disliked it heavily. It was so, I don't know, the flavor of it, it's like almost like dusty and like, because they call it like herb spinach. I could taste the dirty spinachness of it, I guess. It just isn't good. Just don't do it. Don't waste your time with it. Miss me with that tortilla shit. And that is everything in my favorites and least favorites this month. Let me know what you guys are loving, any channels that you're loving, any homesteading things that you guys are really, really into right now. All right, well, I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, you guys can use code RAWBEAUTY9 at checkout on HelloFresh.com, and that will save you $90 off with 9 free meals on your first month of signing up for HelloFresh. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Give this video a thumbs up if you like favorites videos, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Go. Do your little foot, your pointy foot again. Ready?
Set.
Oh, that was so close. Go. Ready, set.
Yeah, you need a little height to your foot.
Oh, bro! That was so, if I can get this, because it's bigger than my foot, so it's gonna have.
World first.
Oh! Ow! Did I get a cramp? I haven't moved in a long time.
You're in really good shape.
Oh! Fuck me up! It was close. Oh! I went forward and lunged.
You gotta do same time. And
then I whipped this boy back up. Scared the fuck out of me. I also love the Patrick Chop. I believe that's the but that one has that That one has that Dip Brow Pomade in. No, I am, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Man, so many people are calling me. I'm so popular. I just find it really inspiring how they are. Is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted. Please subscribe.